Objective Paleontology, multiple choice questions with answers. These are the collection from various previous years question papers and hope useful for various competitive exams like CSR, NET, GATE, GSI, Civil Services exam, ONGC and other exams. Welcome to set 11. First question. Plant fossils are less than animal fossils because these are the questions asked in UPSC Geologists exam 1987. Choices are A. Plants are younger than animals. B. Plants do not have too many hard parts. C. Plants are washed away by streams. And D. None of the above. Plant fossils are less than the animal fossils because plants do not have too many hard parts. B is the correct answer. The fossil record of plants as a whole is sporadic because they have a low preservation potential, and as such fossilized remains of plant fossils, they largely constitute of materials such as leaves, cones, barks, flowers and petrified wood. So plant fossils are less than animal fossil because they do not have too many hard parts. B is the correct answer. Next question. Which one of the following is not of marine habitat? A. Pelecypods, B. Cephalopods, C. Crinoids, D. Brachiopods. So C. Crinoids is the correct answer. So like pelecypods, cephalopods, brachiopods, they are all of marine habitat. So which is not of the marine habitat? C. Crinoids is the correct answer. Next question. Impressions indicating the movement of organisms are called A. Index fossils, B. Tracks, C. Coprolites, D. None of the above. The impressions indicating the movement of the organisms are called as a tracks. Tracks and trails, they can include a single footprint or a number of the footprints made during a single trip or an impression made by an organism without legs. So B. Tracks is the correct answer. Next question. Which one of the following is a living fossil? A. Productus, B. Locula, C. Arca, D. Lingula. So the correct answer is D. Lingula. Fossils, for instance, the lampshell lingula, it is a genus of brachiopod that appears to have remained essentially unchanged since the Ordovician period. Somewhere around 450 million years ago, it is considered as a living fossil. D. Lingula is the correct answer. Next question. Which one of the following can be considered as a fossil? These are the questions asked in Civil Services Prelims exam 1987. A. Human skeleton of about 5,000 years back. B. Lamellibranchs remain preserved in peninsular deposits and belonging to existing genus. C. Concretion of Cretaceous age. D. Dendrites. So the correct answer is A. Human skeleton of about 5,000 years back. Fossils are the preserved remains of plants and animals whose bodies are buried in sediments such as the sand, mud and under ancient seas, lakes, and rivers. Fossils also include any preserved trace of life, so which are typically more than of about 10,000 years old also. So A. Human skeleton of about 5,000 years back can be considered as a fossil is the correct answer. Next question. Which of the following is not a lower Gondwana fossil? A. Glossopteris, B. Gangamopteris, C. Vertebraria, D. Tylophyllum. So D. Tylophyllum is the correct answer because Glossopteris, Gangamopteris and Vertebraria, all these are the lower Gondwana fossil, whereas the Tylophyllum, it belongs to upper Gondwana. So that's why which is not a lower Gondwana means D. Tylophyllum is the correct answer. Next question. The plant remains of the Gondwanas are found as A. Petrified deposits, B. Carbonized deposits, C. Phosphate deposits, D. None of the above. The plant remains of the Gondwana are found as a carbonized deposits. So they are occurring carbon sediments or carbonaceous deposits. Carbonized deposits. B is the correct answer. Next question. Which of the following has the richest fossils among the Siwaliks? A. Nagari, B. Dokpatan, C. Cambliol and D. Chinji. The correct answer is B. Dokpatan. The Dokpatan formation of the middle Siwaliks is remarkably rich for the fossils of ungulates. The fauna consists of Cervidae, Giraffidae, Tragulidae and Suidae, but the fossils of family Bovidae are more abundant. So the richest fossils among the Siwaliks is Dokpatan. Next question. The Hipparian fossils appeared first in A. Pinjar, B. Chinji, C. Nagari and D. Camblial. So the Hipparian fossils have appeared first in the Nagari formation. Hipparians are three-toed horses, belongs to Perissodactyls, and they have appeared in the late Miocene of Northern America and they have migrated to other regions of the world. And they have reached their highest diversity during the late Miocene and survived until the early Pleistocene. And in the Siwalik group of Indian subcontinent, the Hipparians have first appeared in the Nagari Formation. So here the Hipparian fossils have appeared first in the Nagari Formation. C is the correct answer. Next question. The Sivalics are mostly A. Fluviatile deposits, B. Marine deposits, C. Glacial deposits, D. Intermediate deposits. The Sivalics are mostly fluviatile deposits. The Sivalik group ranging in age from early Miocene to Pleistocene. It is believed to be deposited in the fluvial environment, and it is controlled by contemporary Himalayan tectonics and climate. So the Sivalics are mostly fluviatile deposits. A is the correct answer. Next question. Gangamopteris can be differentiated from Glossopteris by A. Presence of venation. B. Absence of midrib. C. Acute leaf margin. D. Size of the leaves. Gangamopteris can be differentiated from Glossopteris by absence of midrib. The main identifying feature of the Glossopteris is the cross connections between the lateral wings, and this forms a net venation pattern on the leaf, which can be seen in fossil imprints. If a midrib is present, it is classified as a Glossopteris, and if midrib is not present, it is classified as a Gangamopteris. So Gangamopteris can be differentiated from Glossopteris by absence of the midrib. B is the correct answer. Next question. Burrowing lamellibranchs have A. Large siphuncle tube, B. Well-developed pallial sinus, C. Elongated and compressed shells, D. Well-developed dentition. Burrowing lamellibranchs have elongated and compressed shells. So C is the correct answer. Next question. In the regular echinoids, A. Mouth is at the center of the apical disc, B. Mouth lies outside the apical disc, C. New cells are added from the peristome, D. Madreporic plates are absent. In the regular echinoids, mouth is at the center of the apical disc. The mode of the life requires if they can roam in any direction. So the body plan is one of the radial symmetry. That means mouth is located at the center of the apical disc in the regular echinoids, and the anus is at the center of the upper surface. So here in regular echinoids, mouth is at the center of the apical disc is the correct answer. Next question. Which of the following is characteristic of echinoids? A. Ambulacra are larger than interambulacra. B. Ambulacra are smaller than interambulacra. B. C. Ambulacra are perforated. And D. Interambulacra are perforated. So the correct answer is ambulacra are smaller than interambulacra. The five narrower ambulacra are each made up of two rows of interlocking and alternating ambulacral plates, which contain minute pores for the tube feet. And alternating with this ambulacra, they are the wider interambulacra. Again, these are formed of two rows of interlocking interambulacral plates bearing bosses but no pores for tube feet. So ambulacra are smaller than interambulacra. B is the correct answer. Next question. Which one of the following is useful in the correlation of coal and oil bearing strata in tracing patterns of climatic fluctuations and migrating vegetational belts? A. Foraminifera, B. Plant fossils, C. Spores and pollens, D. Vertebrate fossils. So C, spores and pollens is the correct answer. In many coal basins, groups of coals and sometimes individual coals, they can be correlated based on their spores and the pollen content. So C is the correct answer. Next question. The age of the oldest pelagic sediments on the present seafloor is, these are the questions asked in Civil Services Prelims 1994. The choices are A. Late Jurassic, B. Early Pleistocene, C. Eocambrian, D. Ordovician. The age of the oldest sediments or oldest pelagic sediments on the present seafloor is about late Jurassic. Ocean drilling, it reveals the oldest deep sea sediments. These are about the Jurassic, somewhere around 140 million years ago, and that the type of the distribution of oceanic sediments, it has changed with time. And ocean waters filling the ocean basins today are cold, and these are well oxygenated about 50 million years ago. They were warmer and less well oxygenated. So the age of the oldest pelagic sediments on the present seafloor is of late Jurassic. A is the correct answer. Next question. Trilobites are found only in the rocks belonging to A. Archaeozoic era, B. Proterozoic era, C. Paleozoic era, D. Mesozoic era. So the correct answer is Paleozoic era. So trilobites are a group of extinct marine arthropods, and they have first appeared in 521 million years ago, and shortly after the beginning of the Cambrian period. living through the majority of the Paleozoic era. So trilobites are found only in the rocks belonging to Paleozoic era. C is the correct answer. Next question. A valve of a lamellibranch shell with two muscle scars of unequal shape and size are described as A. Anisomyarian, B. Heteromyarian, C. Monomyarian, and D. Isomyarian. The correct answer is A. Anisomyarian. In those bivalves with two adductor muscle scars of different sizes, the posterior scar will be the larger of the two and will be visible on both valves. So this condition is referred as anisomyarian. And if the scars are of equal size, this is termed as isomyarian. And if the valve has only one muscle scar, this is known as isomyarian. So a valve of a lamellibranch shell with two muscle scars of unequal shape and size are known as anisomyarian. A is the correct answer. Next question. Which one of the following brachiopods possesses concavo-convex shells? A. Atripa, B. Rinconella, C. Spirifer, D. Productus. So Productus possesses concave shell. The Productus, they were an extremely successful and diverse group of brachiopods dominating in the late Paleozoic marine ecosystems. And these Productus are characterized by concavo-convex shells accompanied by development of spines either along the posterior margin or distributed more or less abundantly over the other parts of the shell surface. So Productus possesses concave shell. D is the correct answer. Next question. The facial suture which cuts cephalon margin in front of the genal angle is known as A. Opisthopereon, B. Propereon, C. Hypopereon, D. Gonatopereon. So the facial suture which cuts a cephalon margin in front of the genal angle is known as the opisthopereon. The facial sutures situated on the dorsal part of the cephalon are of three main types like protopereon, opisthopereon, hypopereon, and gonatopereon. So protopereon means where the suture runs from the anterior border of the cephalon to a position anterior to the genal angle. Opisthopereon is where the suture runs from the anterior margin to cut the posterior margin posterior to the genal angle. And marginal where the suture runs along the edge and is not visible on the upper surface. In one family, the facial suture runs directly through the genal angle and is gonatopereon. So when the facial suture cuts cephalon margin in front of the genal angle, it is known as opisthopereon. Hope you have learned something, some questions from the paleontology, and see you in the next video. You can subscribe to Explore Geosciences. Thank you for your time.